What's going on, everyone? I was just playing around with some of these numbers. I was looking at that Green New Deal again, trying to wrap my head around all that. I started trying to crunch some numbers. Now, most of us know that we already have a national debt over $22 trillion. That's a bad number to have as your national debt. That's something we should be focusing on from the left and the right if they want to continue to have somewhat success. But all right, Medicare for all. Medicare for all would cost $32.6 trillion over just 10 years. 30 that's higher than our national debt already. It didn't take just 10 years to get to that national debt. This would put us well over that. All right, for free college tuition, with roughly, I want to say it's with roughly 70% of people using that, it would cost $47 billion a year just to get free college tuition. Okay, they said that in the Green New Deal they want to retrofit all the buildings and all the personal homes in America with solar or some type of renewable energy. Well, if we just go with solar, then it would cost $32 trillion just to retrofit private homes. Private homes. And I used the low number on the scale because it generally costs about $25,000 to get an actual, like a really good, solid solar adaptation to your house. And that's on the low end. Some of these bigger houses, it can be up to like $35,000. But I used $25,000 as the standard. And that, will, like I said, will cost $3.2 trillion. So that's not even counting the buildings, our skyscrapers and our any other type of building, any commercial building at all. That's just the number multiplied with how many residential homes are in America. So that's 32 trillion. That's crazy. Okay. When it comes to wind energy, one utility scale wind turbine, just one of them, can cost in the range from $1.3 million to erect up to $2.2 million to erect, depending on what company and where it's at, and a lot of different factors. But think about that. That's just one turbine. And in order to power a city, you're going to need thousands and thousands of them. Okay, so there's some renewable energy resources that would cost over their lifetime just crazy amounts of money. Just to get them started would cost insane amounts of money. And looking at this one, I'm not sure if this is fully accurate now, but back when I was looking at this one study, it said roughly 40% of Americans do not work. That's a lot of Americans not working, and some of it's by choice, some of it's not by choice. But if we take that, and you know how they said they want to just give people that don't want to work or don't work a check, a government subsidy, for whatever reason they want to do that. Okay, well, if you were to give them just an $8 an hour type of subsidy, that would cost well over $1 trillion a year for that. So, crazy. Where do they think we're going to come up with all this money, and how do you think, using a socialist type scheme, would we ever get our national debt down? It would be completely impossible. It's going to be hard enough as it is right now. But if you start putting all these social programs and all this the way the Democrats and the liberals want to do it, there's that debt within the first year is going to skyrocket. I mean, absolutely skyrocket. If our debt gets so high, we're not going to ever be able to recover. It's already in such a high number that it's going to be extraordinarily hard to recover from where it's at now. They're worried about all the wrong things. They need to get their heads straight, because they're not thinking in reality anymore. Now they're thinking in dreams, and they're thinking in feelings. They want to do feel good things. Well, you can't always do feel good things. The people themselves have to do the feel good things. They want to feel good and have money, go out and get a job. You want to feel good about the environment, you personally be proactive and try to change your own carbon footprint. Having the government force it upon people is never a good thing. But what this is going to do is that type of plan would end up America becoming an authoritarian, socialistic nightmare like what you see in Venezuela. And that's just some of the points that are in the Green New Deal. I haven't even gone through it all. I'm going to make a bigger video on that at some point. But my head hurts. I've looked at way too many numbers today. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm starting to ramble a little bit, but I will catch y'all on the flip side. Like, share, and subscribe.